Hello, welcome to another episode of Wake Up Poverty Inspires Me, the podcast. I want to thank you for taking the time to tune in, and if you like my content, please like and subscribe. I always feel weird saying that, but it's just part of the gig. So let's get back into this 10 minutes of wisdom. What do we want to talk about today? There's a lot of power in listening. When we listen, we learn. When we speak, we're often reiterating things that we already know. And when I'm making this podcast show, it's kind of weird because I'm the only one. So therefore, I have to speak, and I'm really hoping that my listeners can really tune into what I'm saying, as opposed to not what I'm saying to do, but what I am speaking to. Uh, as in the part of the brain that doesn't just hear my words, but kind of can feel them and use them to take action and change something in their life. See, we're all consistent at something. Everybody in life is consistent at something. The problem or the issue lies in the fact is the thing that we're consistent at, does it serve our goals, our wants, our desires, or does it take it farther away from it? If I consistently stubbed my toe on my bed every day when I got up, I might want to think about waking up on the other side of the bed, or maybe being more cautious when I wake up so I don't stub my toe, maybe get a nightlight. You see, I would actively look for a solution. Because of the physical pain of stubbing my toe every morning, even though I always woke up on the left side of my bed, I will consciously get up on the right side of my bed to avoid the pain of stubbing my toe. We wouldn't consistently put ourselves in painful circumstances, but we will mentally put ourselves in circumstances that don't serve us by comparing ourselves to somebody else, feeling bad about where we're at the moment in our life, whether it's our weight or our job or our financial circumstances. And if we keep telling ourselves enough things, then we find consistent reasons to keep them in place. Consistent mini actions that are not really serving the overall well-being of your purpose. And if your purpose is to grow and to expand and to become more than by telling yourself you're less, are you building the habit of growth? Well, I guess you could say yes and no. The immediate answer and the most obvious would be obviously no, because you're constantly putting yourself in a category. It's like putting yourself in a big field. Imagine this, you're in a big field. Say you're in Texas. Flat Texas. I remember driving through Texas one time and it was just so flat. That was Central Texas. Beautiful, but flat. I couldn't believe how flat it was. Now, imagine you're in this flat place, abundant land, and then you build a 10 by 10 cage around you. And you can't go anywhere. You just stay in that cage forever. You're even hardly aware that there's an out there, because the cage becomes something that you've consistently found comfort in. Even though the vast expansion of this fence, this enclosure, this self-limiting place couldn't compensate the entire geography of what you're looking at, if you only knew that that was a possibility for you. I made 1 cent yesterday on my podcast. I like making my podcast, so it's not like I'm making my podcast to see how much money I can make. I like doing what I do, but it is interesting to see how value pays itself back. Right? If I was of value to my 1, 2, 3 listeners, 4 impressions passed by, I didn't listen to it. Maybe the yes, maybe no. Whatever value, energy that you put out, it pays you back in accordance. But it's not even the monetary value that one must notice when you're doing this. It's the creating something from nothing with no effort on my part. Once the one thing is done, once the work is done, there's no effort on my part. Once the work is done. Once people plug in and listen, the work is done. How it affects them is not up to me, because the work is done. You see, when you're consistently consistent, you are creating something every day that didn't exist. It only exists because of your consistency to it. So you're already winning. And the winning is a matter of a creative process. The universe is constantly regenerating itself. We see it in the seasons. The leaves, when they fall and then they grow again, then they fall and they grow again, and the different bugs and animals and species of our planet that come out in the different seasons, and the way that life gives back to the earth. When the body is gone, it's back to the earth to become part of the earth again, to be born to a new life. It's amazing. It's amazing to see. But if we're in that little tiny fence that we built for ourselves, that little 10 by 10 enclosure of our mind, unaware that we could open the gate and we could build a bigger fence if we still felt we needed to be in a fence. See, it's if we put a cap on our learning. Why would you put a cap on your learning? If you could learn 5 languages, would you only learn one? Oh, you would say, of course I will learn all 5. Why wouldn't you? But most people won't even try to learn one. And they could barely speak the one they know. What's going on here? Why would this be the case when the ability to expand is right there? And you know what it is? That's the problem. That it's right there. It's literally so right there that we don't even see it. Because we're too enclosed in our box. We don't see it. Well, what are you saying, Chris? What are you referring to? What am I supposed to see? You might ask yourself. But it's not about what, but can you see? Ooh, gift. Can you analyze what you see? Ooh, another gift. Can you critically think about the questions and the reasons you're looking? Another gift. It's your body and your heart and your mind working in unison to keep you alive, to contemplate the theory of this question. Gift. But what happened that you can't even see it because you're in that little box, unaware of the field around you, the field of possibilities. This field is not any unique place. It's capable and accessible to you right now in this very moment. It's accessible to you in the fact that you don't have to cap yourself in your thoughts, because you could think anything. You could think that you're a giraffe with frog legs and spots like a cheetah and a human head. You can imagine this in your brain, and you can probably picture it if you spend enough time focusing on it. You can build anything you want in your mind. Anything. This is not a lie. This is truth. You can build anything you want in your mind. And if this mental space is one that could build a physical counterparts, I believe it's worth a shot. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you say, if every day I thought of the beauty of life and I smelled the flowers, and every day you put that gratitude out to the world, you smelt the flowers, you give gratitude every day, what else might you notice? What other senses are you opening yourself up to that you're currently unaware of because you live in a little box? This box, you got to open the gate and free your mind. It's always free. The problem is it's so free that it voluntarily locks itself up. And it fights to stay in this cage. It even will give me the bad heebie-jeebie vibes. Why are you trying to help me? I do what I want. Remember Cartman in South Park? I do what I want. I do what I want. Gotta laugh. You gotta enjoy life. You gotta remember that. The limits you've placed. And if you want to unplace them, unplace them. Because it's possible, because your mind can believe, can achieve, can do anything it wants. It's a beautiful creative power. You should be so excited that you have a free mind. So stop fucking wasting it on bullshit that doesn't matter. Believe that you can create, you can be, you can do what you want, just like a dream. You can imagine it in your mind, you can bring it to reality. I believe in you. And I don't know you, but I believe in you. Because like me, you're a human. And humans have the possibilities to build things from nothing. And the universe favors those who create. Be the creator of your life, but following, observing, and if need be, changing your base reality through the thoughts that you hold in your mind, in your brain, about life, about your situation, about your moment. Win the day, and you'll begin to win life. I hope you have a blessed and fantastic day. Thank you for tuning in to another 10 episodes, another 10 minutes of wisdom. I'm very happy every day I get an opportunity to bring you this show. I don't always know what I'm going to talk about, but I always know that I'm going to say something. And if I'm going to say something, then I'm going to try to be consistent. And I'm going to try to make that thing as impactful. And I'm just going to allow it to go from lip to ear. As above, so below.